You gotta choose like death because you don't gotta pay shit when you dead.
Episode
8,2,146
and Knuckles.
0.57 featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Remind HD Remix 1.8
Puzzle Fighter Deluxe
Turbo.
Only to be used on the 32X expansion.
Arcade Edition.
64 DD
Betamax.
Make sure you get the, what was that one for the N64? The red memory card that you had to buy in order to even play?
Expansion pack.
Yeah.
Pack.
Just so you play fucking Banjo-Kazooie.
For the 64 DD with the disc.
drive.
Yeah.
That also gave you limited online capabilities.
Woo!
Shit crazy, man.
Early days.
Nintendo was on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
At one point. they had like the finger on the cusp of pop culture and gaming.
Then them niggas said, nah, we still making cartridges.
And then never again.
Like,
nah, we still
64,
making cartridges.
Hey, they had GameCube, like, you know what, man? We finna just do what the fuck we feel like doing, bruh.
Like, we don't care about what the customers.
Y'all niggas gonna buy it?
Y'all gonna buy it anyway.
Nigga, it's Mario! Who the fuck else you gonna get Super Mario?
Yeah,
nigga?
go fucking take this wand, nigga.
Sega don't got it. Oh,
Take
that's
this
right.
wand, nigga.
We got Sonic, nigga.
You got AA batteries, nigga?
Or shit.
You got a wand, nigga?
Dreamcast died.
Ain't got no wand,
That's
nigga.
right, nigga.
Fuck you, man.
Dreamcast walked so literally every other console could run.
Especially Xbox.
Power Stone 1 and 2,
Tragedy.
bitch.
Woo! Pure tragedy.
Crazy. Xbox saw that controller like Microsoft like,
That's ours.
bet. We're gonna put another memory slot. We're gonna keep the same colors.
Everything.
And we're gonna make a deal with Sega, cause fuck y'all, bro.
Wait, they had on the original Xbox one, was it still 2 sticks or was it just a 1 stick and a D-pad?
No, it's 4 sticks. Oh, my bad. Oh, you mean the sticks. Like, it was,
Yeah, no, like control out of the box.
It was 2 sticks, but like it was like the Giga controller.
That's right.
The flail.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that X was bigger than the fucking GameCube. That shit was huge.
You can kill. The funny part is the buttons were small on that controller.
The buttons
Yeah.
were tiny as fuck. They had 6. They had a black and white button too.
Right.
All that
And
plastic.
then never again.
Yep.
Never a fucking again.
Boy, like the Duke controller, you could have bashed somebody's head. You could legit kill somebody with
That
that
shit was a
controller.
fucking weapon. Yeah.
Like, you know, my
You
hands
choke it
are,
with the cord and then beat that over the head with it.
my hands are not big, so
Me?
Work.
so it's like, especially
Word.
being a kid at that time, it's like, oh,
Oh, fuck.
Ah.
The struggle.
Well, at least they ported CVS 2 on there, so they still had some presence.
yeah, EO
Arcade era.
Easy Operation Edition.
Hey, flick the stick, you get a super casuals. Play on PS2.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I
They added that shit.
I'm fighting a nigga. This nigga's hitting like geese supers on me, bro.
Walk up, not a super, bro.
Like,
I'm over here doing computer shit, bro.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, family, why do you do this to me?
Fuck you, dog. That's why.
Like,
No.
Because I can't do it normally.
easy operation. Like, fuck
Shit.
outta here. GGEZ edition.
Yeah.
Get good.
Kick.
Get good at this
Oh
shit.
yeah, these charge supers. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Bro.
Nah, they ain't gotta worry about it. We don't do charges
Guy
over here.
will literally like that.
This is
nigga
America.
Completely changes.
Flick
This
the
is
stick.
America.
Flick the stick, dog.
We flick the stick, flick the bick.
Like the big.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Flick the clit. Yeah, there you
It's-
go. See, it all fits in.
It's gonna be a little bit of a different type of podcast.
Because there ain't shit to talk about.
Fucking
Yeah.
basically like
No school shootings or
bringing
nothing.
the versus panel in podcast form.
Woo!
I call out 2 options. We say which one we side with more and explain our reasoning. And there will be a loser. You know, continuing the tradition of pitting otherwise non-hostile, logical black men against each other.
Also known as CNN.
Like, you know how we do.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck going on.
Fuck going on.
Me and
Who's that
John,
nigga?
me and John off the energy drink, so I expect it to get pretty
They might fight.
pretty
but,
ignorant and or loud.
Like,
Well, I mean, I don't need an energy drink to say something stupid.
Shane on the
Honest to
dude.
God.
Jonathan on the monster. Like,
I mean, I had a full night's sleep last night.
They might
so that's
fuse,
probably
actually.
gonna increase it more.
I might actually go into caffeine withdrawals. Actually,
Like, you know what? This is Like, you gonna get secondhand energy, bro.
Oh,
Turned up.
give me your energy.
So, like, I would start it out as simple as possible.
Okay.
And then, like, I expect it to just get completely out of hand by the time this shit's over with.
So this is his fault, by the way.
No,
when it happens.
Not even a little bit.
When it happens,
These niggas gonna box.
it's gonna be the 9/11 of podcasts.
These niggas big too. I ain't
Shit.
gonna stop him either. Like,
Hey man,
I'm gonna walk out.
I lost weight, nigga.
I mean,
Still big.
I'm
Still big.
I'm proud of you, bro. Hey,
Shit.
you did that shit, nigga.
Hey man, look, first time I done like barbell snatches in years. My entire back at 7 o'clock said, "Fuck you." I said, "Ah!"
Yo, like, I got a real nigga question for y'all.
What's that?
So, like, it's pretty late in January. You think, like, the new year, new me niggas stop going to the gym by now?
Oh, they did.
I can attest that they have.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, I normally go to the gym pretty late at night. Normally, like, after I stream, like, which is around 12:30 or 1.
Yeah.
Beginning of January, that bitch looked like it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Gym packed out like
Now,
club.
me and Shaniqua were the only fucking people in the gym last time we went.
All right, big bets.
Like,
Yeah,
All right,
see,
I'm finna
like,
start working out.
My thing is like I work during the day.
Yeah.
Right? And so I work at home, but like my job is so boring that I need to fuck off or else I'm gonna start watching Pornhub. So like I just split my day up. When I go on lunch, I just take like an extra hour and I go to the gym. That's when I work out. So I'm working out at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's most of the time when people at work during the weekdays.
Yeah.
So except there's always shirtless, sleeveless guy,
Of course.
and he comes in multiple colors, different guy.
He's got the same shirt in like at least 10 different colors.
Yeah, and it's like
Probably
fucking.
built the same too.
Oh yeah.
Under 5'10".
Yes, under 5'10", fucking. I mean, and you can see him struggling on that lat pull down. You know he needs to take some of that weight off.
Right, you gotta jump up there and grab the hose.
Yeah, you know when motherfuckers be letting that shit go and they be picking him up with him.
Yeah,
Like you be seeing that nigga. I'm just over there in the corner just laughing, like just subtle laugh.
Niggas just be standing up with the shit.
Oh yeah.
like that shit snatch you up. It's happened to me before.
Oh fuck. Oh. Nah, I'm too heavy. That
Get
motherfucker.
snatched up.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you're supposed to like let it go and casually rise. Goofy.
I know,
Stupid.
I know that now. Jeez.
Gee whiz.
Gotta provide the content.
Okay.
Anyway, let's start this shit. Wings. Do you prefer dry rub or sauce?
Oh man.
Dry rub, nigga.
I need mine sauced up, cuz.
It's sauce for me, bro. Why dry rub, John?
Yeah.
No, nigga, y'all need to explain.
Why we won?
What the fuck? Like, we both voted. Like,
No!
history-
Well, let me change my fucking opinion to
no,
sauce.
man, you can't do that. You selected your
I
option,
found
sir.
the flaw
History is
in your
written by the
format.
victors, John.
Fuck you.
All right, why you?
6 million Jews.
Whoa.
Dry.
Whoa, sir.
When they dry rub their sauce.
They turned into it, really. They got left in a little long,
Fuck,
got
dude.
burnt. No, but they always leave you a little gassy. But never. Listen,
Dry rub? Or was that another Holocaust joke?
just take a pick.
We talking about wings.
We're talking about wings, nigga. We wait for a reason. Why you prefer dry rub over sauce? Goddamn. That went so left.
I'm sorry. It's just, I was like watching. No, never mind. I'm just gonna go on another tangent.
You like tasting the seasoning? Like what? Like talk to us,
Just
John.
please, just tell me a reason.
Tell me the reason why.
Please get us off this subject.
Goddamn.
Yeah, no, I mean season. I like season. I like season. Like I like fucking. I don't know. I like season. Like powder ranch. Like to get that powder ranch along with like some. Plus you ain't gotta dip it. Like you know, and I don't like wet fingers.
Oh please.
So, like-
believe I
Huh?
should dip.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely dip dry rub, bro. Like that should make your throat scratchy.
That's fine, but I mean I only eat boneless wings anyway, so it don't matter.
Nuggets.
Yeah, you're eating nuggets.
You're eating nuggets.
Oh, is this another versus?
It's like
No, this is a fact. You're eating
dead ass. Like it's not even wings. It's thighs that you're eating, bro.
Yeah, fuck. Thighs are superior to wings anyway.
I mean, on thighs, yes. On bone, of course. In boneless format, no.
No, I just prefer dry. I mean, like, you get multiple seasonings. You can do lemon pepper and all that shit. And then when you add on the fucking sauce, I mean, I like dipping my wings. And some people over sauce this shit. That gives you the heartburn. So fucking, when you get the fucking wings and you can dip it, you can just add it. You're basically saucing it yourself per bite. And you know, I like dry rub. Like I dry rub my pork ground before I put it in. Slow roast that bitch overnight. That way, when you pull it off and you take your barbecue sauce on top of that, and then you have the option again. Like some people like coleslaw on their shit, but sometimes some motherfuckers don't know how to make their coleslaw, and they get that shit too wet. Yeah. And so you have like a wet tender meat with sauce, and then a fucking wet ass coleslaw on these two little slices of white bread. The fuck, that shit's gonna turn into a goddamn SpongeBob or some shit and break apart in your mouth, motherfucker. Yeah.
With the heater. I'm a pussy eater. Oh man, Lil B.
All right.
So keeping in the trend of food, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Neither.
Well, I mean,
You gotta pick one.
Coke, bro.
Ah, Jesus Christ, this fucking.
We live in the South. We're picking Coke. That's
Yeah.
a unit.
That's facts. Like,
Jack and Coke, fuck it.
Yeah, it's definitely Coke.
Like,
It mixes better. It's not as sweet as Pepsi.
What the fuck is Pepsi? Is it a cola?
yeah, it's a cola.
Yeah, that's right, Pepsi Cola. Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
Before they realized that they were gonna lose that fight because
Oh, yeah.
black women made Coke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to go back to the OG formula though.
oh yeah, like sprinkle a little bit of cocaine in there.
Yeah, stop all this pussy ass shit.
Yeet.
Need that.
My shit. Put the Coke, make Coke great again.
Yeah, fucking take that aspartame out and put
every
cocaine
day
in there.
I'm like, damn, I just got all this energy. Stop drinking.
I remember though, like, growing up, I remember, like, my mom was a big Pepsi drinker back when we were kids, and she would always have us walk to the gas station to buy her shit so she didn't want to have to walk. So she would send us out to the gas station. This is like hood, so, you know, there were some needles over
From the
there.
streets,
Had
man.
to fucking skip over there, go over to the gas station.
It's like a gutter in a Final Fight game.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a turkey there. But fucking, you go into the Shell station, you go grab the thing. They have no Pepsi, so I was like, fuck it, I'll get a Coke. She slapped the shit out of me.
Okay, for context, where's your mom from?
Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah, she should definitely be a Coke fan.
You would think, but I mean, hey man, shit different out here, bro. I'm sorry
Hey,
you got
man,
smacked for that.
Nah, she fucking, you know, she had a rough childhood.
Okay.
Clearly, because she likes fucking Pepsi, I would imagine.
Well, she had to stop. She has diabetes.
People don't take too kindly to that. Yeah, she probably because she likes fucking Pepsi. That shit like.
Oh my god.
I do not like the sweet
She
shit
drinks
like
fat.
that at all.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
like I think it has like 20 more grams of sugar than Coke does. Especially like in some places. Don't get me wrong. Like I occasionally when I do drink soda, I might get a Pepsi, maybe. But like
If
that
that's
shit
all
has to
they
be
got.
mostly carbonation, bro.
Yeah,
It's
like, it-
some
it-
people have the mixture off, and it just feels like you're drinking fucking syrup, bro.
It's
like,
it's crazy because like I actually worked on the Coke machines when I worked at the movie theater. They got it now where they have cartridges, like with boxes.
Yeah.
So you slip the box in there, and it just does everything. Yeah, and then fucking it just says, and it sips the thing up, and then it fucking does all the carbonation, and everything behind the door. In order to open up that door, you gotta have a fucking license from Coke to check on the carbonation. So when fucking like, hey, a drink is carbonated, I was like, shit, that sucks, man. I kept moving.
It's
You know?
over.
gotta put in a whole ass service offer for that shit, dog.
Yeah, God, that's crazy. I hope you enjoy your movie though.
Yeah, hold that L.
But the movie, the sound's not on in the theater. God damn, that's crazy, dog. Look, I'm on break, so.
That's tough.
Damn. Hate to see it. Hate to fucking see it.
So Coke wins empirically.
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
Absolutely.
Ice cream or cake? Ice cream. I'm going to say mine. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Cake.
Why? Why are you wrong? Why?
Well,
Just for the record, like the food, not girl butt cake.
no,
What would ice cream
I prefer
be?
cake by like maybe half a point, honestly. Only because it's like sometimes I just don't want to eat cold sweets.
Say my half a point.
Your grading on your tier list.
Like that ass. It's like
it's like low mid.
Like they're neck and neck with each other to me. But it's like if I had to choose between the two, I would choose cake.
See, with me, like I do like some cake, but like it's too easy to fuck cake up.
Yeah.
Like it is. Like if I'm not making it, because like everybody has their own preference of how they eat cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ice cream, nigga, you can either freeze it or let it thaw out to your preferred texture. Nigga.
Yeah.
Once a cake's made, it's made.
Yeah, you're
like,
just
nigga,
stuck with it.
That's just it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what you got.
See, I took in consideration of like perfect ice cream, perfect cake.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
That's
like,
how I looked at it.
But my shit is like, cake is too dangerous. Like
it's 50-50 every
like,
time.
Like if you slice into a red velvet cake, which is my favorite type of cake,
Nigga.
and I see a nut,
Nigga.
I'm slapping somebody. I do the same shit.
You're laughing. You're laughing. A man just died from a nut from a cake, and you're laughing.
I'm glad we got to break that out on air. No, like fucking, I love me some red velvet cake, but once you get like, if I see a nut, you know, we fighting. So the same with like mac and cheese. You know how motherfuckers try and go extra.
Yeah.
Put a nut in a macaroni, huh?
No,
like-
comparing like
Yeah, like
right?
prep, like motherfuckers want to go crazy and put like. I saw this one picture that had me horrified. Peas and carrots in your mac and cheese.
I will fight everybody at
There's
that
also
house.
the one like where the lady put fucking raisins in the shit.
That's not us.
Oh
Before you
no!
Yes, she was.
That's not us, so I'm not worried about
right.
it.
Before you ask,
Nigga, who's gonna ask?
She absolutely them, the listeners. Before they ask,
There's only gonna be 50 people that's gonna ask it. Y'all know who you is.
yes, she was.
Check that mirror.
for sure.
Check that mirror.
She was melanin deficient.
Oh man, that 2%.
I'm like
White.
raisins. I will fight everybody at that house.
I mean, how would
if
you?
I'm offered that?
Like that mac and cheese must have been cold, because there's no way you would mix it in and then bake it. Did she? No, it was hot.
Yes, sir.
Nah,
Like
fuck.
whatever appetite I had,
I guess
just
that's
like evaporated. My
John's
nigga, like,
leaving. John's out. Bye, John. Take
No,
it easy, bro.
John, come back, bro.
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
We legit need you because like
Ah.
you can't do it versus with two people.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't do
Alright.
that shit, bro.
All right, just cereal waffles. All right, next.
Cool. Next, great. That should be boring as fuck. Oh my god. Don't put raisins in shit that doesn't require raisins. It's just
Or
fucking
really, just
There's only so
leave
many
raisins
things
alone.
that raisins
Right.
need.
I don't know. I
Like-
can't even think of like where to put raisins
right.
in
A
anything.
food dish that needs raisins.
Well, maybe with some grapes, like so
Maybe-
you hang out with like the expired homies. But
Maybe some sort of fruit salad. If you're making like a fruit salad.
This grapes then. It ain't even
Right, we got
raisins.
real nigga grapes.
Right, I want grapes.
True.
word to that nigga Ben Carson.
Oh my god.
You have to judge a man based on his fruit salad.
Man, get your corn ass out of
What the
here.
fuck are you talking about, bro?
I know you did open heart surgery, but you say some stupid shit, dog.
This is
Right.
Like motherfuckers be crazy, tripping me out with that shit. Cause Ben Carson goes on national television and just says dumb shit, and then people roast him for saying that dumb shit, and it's always Fox News, that same British fuck that comes on there, and it's like fucking Dr. Ben Carson was a open heart surgeon.
We
Alright,
know.
cool,
we-
yeah.
And-
Nigga said fucking stupid shit, and he got caught on
You know
it.
what was crazy to me about that nigga was the fact that I seen like some old videos of that nigga used to know Black history off the top of his head.
Yeah.
He still does, you know. He just for that check.
I have to fit in. I have to protect myself. It's a self-preservation
Yeah.
tactic, but that's neither here nor fucking there.
Shout out to Candace.
I have to protect my.
Sending emails behind the scenes talking about we can make some money off of this debate, man.
So let's wrap it up. Let's wrap that shit up, John.
All right, what you got?
Tekken or Street Fighter?
Tekken, that's easy for me.
Yeah, I mean, like I think
Next.
that might have
Like,
that might have been a little bit of a
Next.
I like both, but Tekken, like Tekken, me, cause like I'm way too attached to Tekken.
Fucking Leroy. Next.
Spit like
Like-
just real quick. That nigga is knocking niggas out of Evo Japan. Every pro player that has lost to Leroy.
I black people are matching.
Black excellence. Black excellence.
Still eating that swine, my brother.
Look, if this thing is not nerfed after Evo Japan, I will drop every character I play and strictly be a Leroy main.
God bless you, Harada, wherever you are. Now there you go, Harada versus Ono.
Harada.
Yeah,
That's the same. That's basically the same question.
Harada cares, like
because there are people out there that says Ono is like a lovable buffoon, right? Because
that's cool.
I mean, like that's just what I'm saying.
He likes Blanca,
you know,
that's neat.
I fucked with Harada, bro.
Harada used to
Harada is like
bro.
that's the fam.
Like Harada is me if I was like the lead director of a game.
Yeah, don't ask me for shit.
Don't ask me for shit. Like anytime somebody comes for him, this thing is prepared with the smoke.
In English. English.
Perfect English.
Like he got heat for
Sit
it,
the fuck down.
but he really gives, like he really cares.
Right.
Yeah, he does give a fuck about his game.
It's like, hey, if you don't like the character, don't play the character, dumbass.
Word.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting that answer.
You one of them.
Right.
I fucks with you.
Like if every director had his attitude, like I mean,
Video games as a whole would be in a better place.
yeah, it's like yo, hey, fuck you, nigga. We're making this game the way we want to make
Right.
this game.
Video games and video game journalism would be in a better place.
And Okubo was the same way. Like he's like that nigga basically learned from Harada, the Soul Calibur director. It's like, hey, if something in the game offends you, don't buy the game.
Word.
Nigga, I ain't finna change this shit in hopes that the three of y'all buy this fucking
Yeah, it's like
game.
this nigga's like they say that shit legitimately thinking that they're gonna go back with this game that's already been in development for a year and a half to 2 years because you don't like Ivy's titties out. I'm gonna cover them bitches up.
Okay, cool. Don't
That's
buy
what fucks up DOA every time.
Let
That's when
Sakurai
it
get
tries
that
to
same
put shit
attitude.
down.
It's over.
it. Boy.
Woo!
Like
He's already close there with that
Yeah, I was
violence.
about to say, like, this man, he's always teetering on the edge. And like I think the fact that he works at Nintendo is what won't let him go all the way to the dark side.
you right. When you say it like that, you right.
Like
Yeah.
that's the only thing holding that man
Because
back.
I mean, I think one of the big things was that he took Sora Limited and made. He's a contractor now,
Yeah.
so he's contracted through Nintendo. So he's not working in studio. It's like he's just like a director. But when he eventually, because this is probably his last Smash. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
With that, as much content as this here.
We got 2 season passes. This is definitely
it's
the
over.
last Smash Bros.
Yeah, and they might do one more. I'm thinking they're going up to
one more
3.
season pass?
Yeah, I'm thinking they're gonna go up to 3.
Maybe.
I mean,
But either way,
it
like
seems like it's gonna be the Nintendo.
this
console
nigga wanted
live.
this nigga just showed us how to do binary just so he could flip motherfuckers off.
Yeah.
All right, so like he don't give a fuck. Y'all don't push this man to near Harada level.
Dang.
His once he's out and he's doing his own shit, then it's gonna be like a KOF kind of thing,
Yeah.
closer to KOF. And I'm not talking like I ain't talking like some easy peasy like lemon squeezy one input shit. You gonna do these circles, nigga. You gonna do these.
Absolutely.
You gonna do these quarter circles, half circles, full circles, 2 circles.
2 circles.
That shit might be 2.5 before you done.
So you gotta do Zangief like supers to do a regular ass.
You gotta do a double jump to get all the fucking circles in that he's gonna require.
Keep it in the same vein of games. And I always ask this one because it's the fun one. Sony or Nintendo?
And respective to consoles or games.
Let's keep it vague.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. Which is like just the company, the gaming portion of both companies as a whole.
Nintendo.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
yeah.
Oh, why are you wrong, Mr. Fucking sauced your wings? Why are you wrong?
Still mad?
Oh,
You mad about bullshit?
Why are you fucking, I just want to hear, are we tipping here?
You waited 16
Fuck
minutes
it, yeah.
for one?
Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it. Man, boo this man. Boo!
So with me, it's mainly because when I was younger, I was like hella. Well, I still am, but like back when the older consoles were out, I was hella about the fighting game. Like, cause we still had an arcade. I could still go to an arcade. The Sony consoles were the only place for me to really practice those.
Yeah, till Dreamcast came
Right
out.
until the Dreamcast came out. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love Nintendo. I will probably always have whatever console they have out.
Yeah.
But with me, it was just more or less, there were more games that kind of like molded my tastes and opinions as a gamer that were on Sony consoles. Because like with Nintendo, I knew I was gonna get an adventure game. I knew I was gonna get a platformer. Like, nigga, 2 years, 98, 2005, dominated by Sony games.
Absolutely.
Dominated by the
like,
PlayStation.
let's not get it twisted. These motherfucking companies got hills and valleys.
Yeah, like both of them do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the big thing for me as far as Nintendo was concerned was we couldn't even afford a fucking console when we were kids. So I was emulating. That's what I was doing. Like, I was emulating. Like, the best day of my life was when I figured out I could do Sega Genesis and Nintendo and Game Boy Advance. I was on that computer all day. So, like, I played a hell of a lot of Nintendo and Sega, which led me to the Dreamcast. First video game console I owned was the Dreamcast. That shaped a lot, in my opinion. That's the reason why I need into fighting games now. However, I think IPs matter. And so while Sony has a number of IPs, I guess, that are Sony, you know, that we're going to see on Sony consoles, now with the boom of PC, you know, what used to be Tekken used to be Sony exclusive, wasn't on the Xbox. I don't think Tekken 4 came out on the Xbox, did it?
Like, I don't think Tekken...
It didn't become multi till 6.
Yeah, so, like, that was a console game.
Well, technically, GBA, if you want to count Tekken Advance.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of admits that Tekken Advance exists, and I don't want to do that. So, 6.
Yeah.
6 was the first time it went multiplayer.
But also, like, I guess also just, like, you know, personal memories of staying up, fucking having to be underneath the cover with your Game Boy Advance.
Oh, yeah.
Playing Golden Sun all the way up before school comes out.
And that's, like, 100% understandable. Because, like, I was in that same fucking boat. Like, when I was on punishment from, like, the PS2, because that was the only one that they really considered a gaming console.
Right.
I still had my Game Boy, my GBA SP at the time.
Woo!
And then I eventually upgraded to the DS.
Yep.
So, like, I could play that shit at night, backlit, when niggas were asleep.
Yeah.
So, like, it's still, even then, like, with me, there was just a bunch of shit that was like, all right, cool. This is the console that I need to have as far as Sony's concerned. Because, like, Metal Gear started on Nintendo, didn't really, like, blow up or even change the scope of gaming until it hit the PS1.
Yeah.
Same thing with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy
Started
exists
off on Nintendo.
because of the
PlayStation.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then 7, 8, 9...
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Completely, like, put that shit into the fucking
Which,
stratosphere.
if, like, we're not going to go too deep into the history, but that's an interesting history, too.
Yeah.
With how it was going to be on Nintendo.
Yeah, but the hard
cost
didn't
too much.
support it.
Yeah, and so that's where PS1 came in. That's basically what got them, like, the legitimacy to be seen as they're not just a Nintendo knockoff.
Yeah.
These guys are serious.
And I mean, like, once again, going back into the past, like, nigga, PlayStation exists because of Nintendo's bad decisions.
Yes.
Yep.
Like, they were supposed to, like, Nintendo was supposed to have the first disc-based gaming console.
But I don't want my secure.
I want Philips. Philips is the company that's going to take off. What is
You
Philips
see how that
doing now?
was.
Philips fell out of relevancy until the smart home came around with the Philips Hue bulbs.
Yep.
Nobody give a fuck about Philips. Nigga, Philips was basically fucking RCA.
The only fucking, like, legit, like, when you were saying that, the only Philips product we owned growing up was one of the CRT TVs that had the VCR connected.
Yep.
And that motherfucker ate my copy of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah,
fucking done.
Yeah.
No.
Cause like, and it was just like that. That's mainly what it was for me. Like, there was just a bunch of shit that I was excited to have, and that the gaming world responded positively to. Because I mean, Ocarina of Time still one of the GOAT games.
Classic.
GoldenEye was on 64.
Classic.
But they missed out on arguably the best era for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
A game that completely changed how video games were viewed in Metal Gear Solid.
Changed narrative. Yeah.
The first 3 Resident Evils.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Because by the time it came to the GameCube, niggas were already associating it with the PlayStation.
They had one. Well, they had Resident Evil on Nintendo 64, right?
No,
they didn't.
It was RE2 and 3. Well, RE2 was supposed to go to the 64, but there were too many hardware limitations with cartridge-based gaming,
Yep.
so they kept it on the PS1.
I swear to God, I saw it.
Like that DD
Maybe I'm just imagining
actually worked and came out. Like who knows what would have happened?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it was supposed to go, never went. Stayed on PlayStation.
Wow.
And it's just, and even going into the PS2 era, you had shit like Devil May Cry.
See, and that's where, you know, I guess it's errors for me, because once we could afford consoles, like we got a PS2,
Right.
and my sister won an Xbox in a reading contest. She never used the damn thing, and that's where I would play Dead or Alive on the Xbox, Dead or Alive 3 Platinum Edition, and I would get on Kingdom Hearts on the PS1, and Kingdom Hearts just blew me the fuck away.
2.
1 and 2.
No, just 2.
No, 1 and 2 were both on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, you said PS1.
Yeah, you said PS1.
I said PS2, didn't I?
No, you said
PS1.
1. You probably meant 2.
Well, I meant 2. Then.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what the fuck I mean? Fucking Kingdom Hearts 1.
Clear it up. Somebody gonna say something in the comments.
Oh, fuck the comments. Fuck you, commenter. Fucking
please comment.
PS2. Yeah, I mean, donate Cash App, but fuck you
Please
still.
comment.
But Kingdom Hearts 1, like, that shit blew me away. I'm fighting Cloud Strife and with Mickey Mouse.
Magic.
Why, like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm in Hercules world and I'm fucking up Sephiroth. That shit is crazy.
Right.
Magic.
So, and then, like, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 still had that magic. Kingdom Hearts 3 completely fell off for me. But, whatever. I guess it's a discussion for another day. But yeah, if I had to pick between the two, it'd be Nintendo.
Fair enough.
He made a lot of points.
But Dreamcast, absolutely.
God, he went really deep with it. But it's just the memories associated, like, more than anything. And then, like, honestly, if you'd have asked me this question maybe, like, probably around PS3 time, I probably would have said, like, Sony. It's like, they really kind of, like, recovered to me with the Switch. And it's like, you know, I'm getting, like, a lot of, like JRPG time. And that's, like, one of my main, like, forms of gaming.
Ooh, Rune Factory 4 comes out next month. I'm so happy.
Yep.
Yes.
So, you know, I get a lot of that action. They always make good off consoles. IPs are irreplaceable, like, with Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it's like Sony, as much as I like their IPs and everything, and their technology, it just doesn't measure up to the memories I have with Nintendo consoles and playing on there.
And just one other small point, like, Nintendo, to me, I think they don't give a fuck about pushing their IPs into weird directions. Like, sometimes it works out with a Super Mario Sunshine. Sometimes it doesn't, like a Kirby's Rainbow Curse for the Nintendo Wii U.
That entire era,
like,
anyway.
yeah.
We don't talk about the Wii.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, like, there's your valley for Nintendo.
I was like, if you ever want a perfect example of peaks and valleys, look at Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
Because, like, the NES, I mean, I get a lot of people have nostalgia attached to it. I have no such nostalgia.
Historically, it's significant.
Yeah, historically it's significant. Other than Super Mario Brothers, like, other than the original IPs,
Yes.
NES didn't have shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a fact. Nigga, if it wasn't Final Fantasy 1 through 3, a Mario Bros game, or the first Zelda, you weren't playing shit on Nintendo.
Metroid.
Or Metroid, right.
Yeah.
Metroid, Mega Man,
Yeah.
Question there.
Yeah. Like, the real classics that they're still making remakes of
Really,
today.
like, the shit, basically the games that come on, like, the NES Classic, that's, like, where it's at.
Right.
Just about, except for, like, Balloon Fight.
SNES was solid.
Yes.
64 was solid. GameCube, outside of a couple of games, was fucking garbage. Wii printed money. Wii U was fucking garbage.
Yeah.
The Switch is basically the product of the beta test that was the Wii U.
Yes.
So,
Like, it's the culmination.
Once they got the fucking hardware, they got the mind, and they got the right people in order.
right.
After the Wii U disaster,
Yeah.
the Switch is what. But you know, that's where like stories like Iwata cutting his check so that he could keep people employed and shit came out. Like, I mean, it's just a fun thing, and plus the Nintendo Directs are lovely. Back I mean, for real, like when a new Nintendo Direct would come on back in the day, and Etika does a fucking random stream, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was hot. Like, I mean, it felt like some family shit, you know what I mean? So, yeah. There you go.
Shit was fire, dog.
Yeah, man.
Good time.
Rip.
Fucking, yeah, so I'll still be the odd man out then. Still Sony. I mean, we all have both the important consoles. Everybody, or most of us, have PS4 and a Switch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to build a PC just for the shit that I won't get.
Yeah, I've got the PC now. I'm probably gonna buy Tekken 7 again on the PC this time around.
Like again, I don't. Yeah, that's a whole nother rant, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna go. Like I could talk about like my honest feelings toward PC for like at least an hour and a half. But like that's again
rant territory.
Yeah.
RPGs.
Well, you already know my answer.
Yeah, I know. I hesitated to even think about it because I was like, I know either way, either scenario I propose, somebody's just gonna be right there at the forefront with their options. So with me, it's RPGs or platformers.
Excuse me.
RPGs. I love both, but I mean, my favorite games are RPGs.
It's platformers for me. You know what the fuck going on with me. It's platformers.
I honest to God, I've never really thought about it because I got to be in the right mood for either. Like, cause like fucking when I played through, and then you have to think about like RPGs as they've changed.
Yeah.
Like fucking Final Fantasy 15, right? First time I played it, I was caught up in the whole, finally, it's here. Same with Kingdom Hearts 3. But then I go back and I play it a second time, and I'm like, this is a fucking button-mashing action game, it feels like, more than an actual RPG. There's leveling up, there's all the fucking grinding that you have to do.
So you prefer, like, traditional JRPGs?
Somewhat, yes.
I do.
I don't mind action RPG elements, like not having turns, but I prefer it in the style of Trials of Mana. Or like Rune Factory, which is why I'm excited for that. But narratives usually, like, I have to be invested in the narrative story. Or I have to have something that pushes me on, like Pokemon, like I just want to fucking catch a Gyarados. Alright, I got the Gyarados, now I gotta find my Lapras. And I gotta go find the Pokemon that I like. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, like the...
Pretty much anything that got you taming shit.
Yeah, but then like you play a platformer like Mario Odyssey, which was fucking amazing with how they fucking handle it. So
you wanna know why it's amazing? Because it's fucking Sonic Adventure anyway. Continue with your point, bro.
Don't be that guy.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, I saw that game in trailer form, and I called it exactly what the fuck it was. I was like, oh man, like
they're blending.
You can go to different worlds. This nigga has a spin dash. There's all like you niggas like Sonic. It's just cool to say that you don't.
Well, Odyssey has better platforming movement options than Sonic. Now, come on.
Yeah.
Like Odyssey's gonna have, you can bounce off the hat, go backwards, and do all kinds of vertical shit that Sonic should be doing if they had a visionary there. Like if they have changed it up, you can have your traditional Sonic Mania, and then you should have your 3D Sonic that acts more like, I think, Odyssey, because Sonic, in theory, should be able to bounce wherever the fuck he wants if they have that open world shit. Well, yeah, you can wall jump on specific areas.
Yeah, I was about to say, but see, the thing with 3D Sonic is it's more, the stages aren't really layered to be open world.
Yes.
They're themed stages, so there's always going to be some linearity to it.
Yeah.
But I understand. Like, if I want to do that, I should be able to. That's fair.
Yeah. I would love to see a Mario Odyssey-esque area with Sonic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And somehow still incorporate the speed elements to it.
Then you kind of run into the issue of, like, do we make it an adventure game or a platformer?
Yeah. Because like that line gets blurred really fast when it comes to Sonic.
It does.
Because like it's still hub world and boards.
Yep.
Boards, levels, whatever. People call it.
But no, that's facts. Like that's what they do. They don't want you, I guess, explore, because most of the time when you explore on the off area, you're falling through an invisible floor to your death. Like, I mean, that's just what I want to see, being able to go out there without falling to my doom.
Right.
That's all. Yuji.
Did you ever state your answer?
Oh, no, I don't think I did. Platforms, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah, it depends. Like, you know, when Rune Factory 4 next month on the 20th, it's going to be RPGs. Ask me again then.
Like, the next time we run one of these.
Yeah.
Like,
it'll be RPGs probably.
We have to do that shit again.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a good campaign or a bunch of multiplayer options?
Campaign.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's the point. Cause I don't even know.
Cause like,
I really don't.
It truly depends on the game to me.
Yeah.
Cause like, if it's like a Call of Duty multiplayer all day,
Sure.
I don't give a shit about the campaign. But if it's like Uncharted, matter of fact,
right.
I need the campaign to be good because like I'm used to the campaign being excellent for like those games.
Well, this is to me like this is the RPG versus platformer thing. What are you looking for? Like, I don't think you buy fucking Apex Legends looking for a strong campaign.
Of course not. 'Cause there is no campaign.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, that game is built around multiplayer. That's how they're really making their things now.
And I mean, like,
I guess in the realm of fighting games, that would be a little more.
yeah, it's kind of a dichotomous question because I mean, like, you could look at it as, you know, if depending on the type of game I'm playing, what am I looking for, or if I had to buy a game. What would make me buy said game?
Yeah.
The fact that it has a good campaign, or the fact that it has, you know, all these multiplayer modes, all these options that I could go through with. Not looking at, you know, just a single game with both of them. If you could only buy one more game, which one of those options would make you buy that game?
It would be the campaign then for me.
The campaign?
Yeah.
I lean towards campaign, but like if it. Because, like, I guess, like, I've been kind of in a single-player mode lately anyway. Like, the only multiplayer game I really play now is Monster Hunter. Like, I don't even get on Call of Duty anymore because I'm trash.
But, I mean, even then, though, like, you have multiplayer quests to try to take down the big beasts, right? In Monster Hunter.
Yeah, but...
so
you have the option. But there is a story to Monster Hunter.
Like,
yeah,
there's a story, but, like, I'm on Monster Hunter 4, like, the multiplayer. But everything else has been mostly, like, campaign.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same fucking campaign. Like, mainly because, like you said, everything seems to kind of lean towards multiplayer or focusing on multiplayer.
Right.
So I'm gonna get it in some aspect. Like if it boiled down to, hey, this is the last game you're ever gonna get, I'd much rather have an enjoyable story.
See, that's where it's like when you mentioned Call of Duty, like Doom Eternal came in my mind. Like Doom Eternal focuses on the campaign. They have multiplayer.
Yeah, it's an addition.
Yes,
it's not the focus.
But that's not what the fucking game is about. Right. Unlike Call of Duty, like when they debut a new trailer, they're showing scenes from the
multiplayer.
Yeah, they show scenes.
Like, they know what you come for.
Right. Yeah, they'll show you a scene of a campaign just to say, yeah, we got a campaign. It reminds me of MVCI. Like nobody was gonna play the fucking. Nobody needed the story. Like let's just.
Story trailers.
Yeah. They ugly anyway. Go ahead. Let's just show me the gameplay. You know.
Capcom should be slapped for that shit.
High key.
Fucking ruin the fucking Marvel franchise. How the fuck do you do that?
You know they still got that bitch. They might you know do something good. I mean, they kind of been on a tear lately, bro. Like, Capcom been dropping heat.
Well, it depends on who they put in charge. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, they've been changing up who they fucking have directing.
Yeah,
and the fucking
thing. Nitsuma can make a good versus game.
Yes.
Like, the nigga made TVC, he made Marvel 3, both of which are good games.
I think it was the restrictions from Marvel, right? Because they were trying to influence the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, like they were trying to incorporate more MCU.
See how that went.
And
now it shouldn't fucking matter because Disney owns Marvel and Fox.
Yes.
So if we do get another Marvel, you can put whoever the fuck you want.
They can put fucking Mickey Mouse in there.
They can literally put the cast of 2 back in.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's updated visuals, updated like.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I heard. Like they took the models from UMVC3 and just put them in the engine for Infinite, and that's the reason why you got the janky faces. That's what I heard. Then because in UMVC3 it was cell shaded.
Yeah,
it had that cell shaded stuff.
Completely different art style.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't like. It might just be me. I don't like hyper realistic modeling for comic book characters.
No, that's fucking fact.
Like, I don't like it.
Like, look at every fucking iteration of the series. Like, they're not taking it realistic.
It's always wildly animated, wildly drawn.
Yeah,
and it's fun and stylish.
Yes.
And I'm like, you know, if you want to make a live action movie, obviously that's fine. You're going to have to get people that look like those characters. But in a video game, based off of video games and comic books, I do not want these niggas to look as close to human as possible.
Imagine them making like a fucking Dragon Ball game and turning everybody looking
right,
human.
and then niggas like they look as close as they can. Like you're either gonna piss people off because then they're gonna realize that nobody in this series is white.
Yeah.
And then or they're gonna have like windshield size eyes, and it's just gonna look with like
Battle Angel Arika.
Yeah, like you have to you have to respect the art style when it comes to translated characters.
Absolutely.
Some characters do not translate well to hyper realistic styling.
Yeah.
They just don't. Same thing with anime. Anime characters do not translate well to Western art styles.
Right.
Because they're two completely different art styles.
Exactly.
But that, I don't know, man. Hopefully we get something else. I don't want the series to die. If it does, if you do kill, the Marvel series, then at that point I feel entitled that we should get a sequel to Heritage for the Future.
That'd be fire.
I feel like I'm owed that. Or Darkstalkers. Stop bullshit.
Yeah,
like
no.
without a Darkstalker or rival schools.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, please. Like, I mean, if they fucking do, I mean, I've always said, like, if they fucking release a Dreamcast Mini, which hopefully they're moving towards that direction.
The only game I'm playing is Project Justice.
Yeah.
That's the only game I'm playing.
That's fair.
With respect to, like, the Dreamcast era games.
Oh, yeah, because I'll be playing Power Stone.
Has some heat.
Yeah, I'll be playing Power Stone a lot, but...
Project Justice is, like, that's just up there for me, bro. That's, like, top 5 fighting games I've ever played.
Same.
Like
it's my favorite format of, like, having group kind of fighting. Team-based fight. Having, like, a literal assist.
Right.
That you can actually use. Some of them are health based, some of them are damage. So then you have your strategy of how to use each. God,
and
that fucking soundtrack.
Woo! That shit's still good. Dude. I have the whole soundtrack.
I didn't have a Dreamcast, so I'm trash. Yeah.
You're not coming back next week.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's the last one.
Wow.
Last appearance of DJ Cobra. It's over.
Wow.
Say goodbye, everybody.
It's over. Like, I've known this man since high school.
Like, my parents,
And
like,
I
they got me a 64. I'm like, hey, can I get a Dreamcast? No.
We just bought you that 60.
We just brought you your
That
Dreamcast.
Nintendo PlayStation.
Nintendo.
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 Like the Nintendo. You
Next
are
time
good.
Next time you walk by that Dreamcast, you better be dreaming, son.
Pretty much. Nintendurkin.
No, I had the fucking choice between a PS2 or a Dreamcast, and I was like, the Dreamcast is gonna outlive them. This is Sega. And so I bought that Dreamcast.
Well, I don't even want to call us fools. I would just say that we were not prepared for the tectonic shift that would be the PS2.
We were fucking like children. We had the right to be wrong.
And I was like going back and just looking up the history, and we're gonna go to the next topic. I swear. Like going back and just looking at the history of the Dreamcast, I didn't know that they had worked together with Microsoft until I was in college.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Now the fall of the Dreamcast makes so much sense. Like that shit came out almost exactly a year and a month before the PS2 dropped, and Microsoft was basically using them as a test platform.
Yeah.
Because people had been gaming on PC at that point for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a new thing to have the features that the Dreamcast did, but it was new for console players.
Right.
Like you could connect to the internet, there was
use
online
keyboard,
play,
like
keyboards and mice, save your music to the console. Like it was a bunch of shit that the Dreamcast did that other consoles wouldn't do properly until 2006.
Yeah.
So it was a martyr, and I hate that it happened like most people do, but like
that and the rampant piracy too.
Yeah, like and once again, Microsoft's fault.
Yeah.
Because like at that point they weren't using any type of coding to lock the discs like Sony was, where you couldn't burn it. They were just using regular ass CD.
You know, it was funny because like I remember when I brought home Sonic Adventure 1, and I found out like, hey, you can put the disc into the computer and get these wallpapers for free.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that's neat. Didn't realize. This
is the game.
This is bad.
Yeah,
this isn't good.
Because like that's the problem when you use just like traditional CDRs with no codecs behind them.
Right. Yeah.
And once again, Microsoft, it was like, well, we won't do that when we drop the Xbox. We're gonna make sure you can't. We'll just let you play it on PC.
Well,
Okay.
Played.
Sorry. Rip the Dreamcast.
Dead.
Forever in our hearts. Gone but not forgotten.
Bring it back.
Bring it back, please.
Bring it back. I'm telling you, you get the mini. I'm buying 2 of them. One to use and one to keep.
So I just thought of something fun.
What's that?
The next one. When it comes to a significant other, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's problematic time, boys. Would you rather have bad hygiene or
What's the other option?
a bad attitude?
I'll do bad attitude.
I don't.
I'm
Stay.
talking about like the worst attitude you could imagine.
Like, I mean, like, is she like fucking a killer or something, or what?
I mean, that ain't a deal breaker for me, man.
I'm pretty accustomed to bad attitudes, so
That's tragic.
Damn.
You're a king.
That's a sad answer.
You're a king, bro. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle.
We're born from kings and queens, man.
we was kings.
We was
Hey,
kings.
goddamn.
Like I'm used to it, so it's whatever. I'm like,
No, I don't.
I think I'd agree though. I think I'd rather have like a bad attitude, and I'm one of those people like, nigga, if I don't fuck with your vibe, nigga, I just disassociate. From
I was gonna say, I don't think either of these are really options. I'll just walk away.
But like, if I had to choose
if you have to
one,
choose, like,
I'd still say the bad attitude. I can't deal with a nigga that.
Like if somebody is like my age but still don't know how to wipe their ass, then yeah, I can get a bad attitude right back, and we'll just fight at that point. We'll probably have sex after. Who cares?
Can't do it with the
Yeah.
hygiene, bro.
No, man. If you can't brush your fucking teeth,
Showering.
don't shower.
Daily.
hey, I'm like, ugh.
Like fucking.
away.
Why would you want to get
Oh,
head
man.
from somebody that's got
Go
gingivitis?
away.
They'll probably get infected. No, fuck that.
Big yeast infection.
Yeah.
You don't get the T virus, like.
Get whatever that's fucking
get head
floating
from-
around from in China right now. That's probably what happened. Somebody won't brush their teeth. Fuck
Yo.
some Chinese person that's fucked up the.
Super quick sidebar.
What's
like,
up?
I saw a tweet like they had a video of like a nigga getting jumped, and then it was like, oh, they're Chinese, and it's like, I'll bet. Let me cough on this nigga.
Oh, shit.
Holy
On my 2020 SARS
All right,
experience.
you're coming back now. You just saved your appearance.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's funny.
That is fucking
Bro, like,
hilarious.
shit is terrible out here.
Fucking yeah, man. They just confirmed the first case over in Chicago.
Chi-Town, what's going on?
First
Yeah.
5 cases, bro.
Yeah.
5 of them niggas.
Like some I was watching the fucking press conference on it, and the lady who was their medical chief officer or whatever, she's up there going, the lady, she did the right thing. She came home, was by herself. Like every time she did something, she just kept getting louder. It's like she called her doctor and set an appointment. That's the right thing to do. I'm like, Jesus. You said that everything's okay. Why are you yelling?
You gave her that Papa John case. Stay tuned. The day of reckoning is upon us.
Did you see the Joker trailer of
Stay
that?
tuned. That shit was funny.
I had 20
You're laughing.
pizzas in 40 days.
You're laughing. A man just had 30 pieces in 40 days and you're laughing. That man's a menace, though.
That nigga is a problem.
That nigga's a fucking menace, though.
Like he looks so sweaty.
He looked back the door when I saw a video at like the beginning of January. He's like, we're gonna take it up a notch. 50 pizzas in 20 days.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, damn,
You go ahead, brother.
your eyes gonna turn red from all the marinara you're eating, my nigga.
The
Like,
man, his face already looks like melted cheese. Like
my
he's
God.
already fucking looking all pink, like he needs to go back.
You look
in the
like a
oven.
garlic knot, bro.
He
Like,
does.
it's not positive.
I think he needs some oregano.
We'll do 2 more of these.
All right,
And
bet.
then call it a cast.
How long we been doing it?
53 minutes.
Oh yeah. We're up
So-
to the time limit.
The tried and true one.
Oh shit.
And I feel like this is gonna be one-sided too, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Marvel or DC?
DC.
Wow, that's a shocker. I'm not even lying. That is a genuine shocker. Marvel.
We're talking the universe as a whole, cinematic or what?
Universe as a whole. Cinematics. Cinematics, video games, comics,
See, I gotta do it. I gotta do a second. Hold on a second. All right. Cinematic Universe Marvel, Animated Cinematic Universe DC.
Right.
Television is gonna be DC.
Fair.
Superhero comics as a whole. Superheroes as a whole.
That's still Marvel.
Like if we're again like
Video games, we ain't even gonna do video games.
No. That's Marvel.
A DC character has the worst video game in history, so I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear anybody's opinion
like
on video
fucking
games.
no. Marvel takes that. So I guess by things Marvel, but I would say DC is a good choice. So I would say DC is still a good choice because Flash is probably my favorite superhero.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
like
and Shazam. I think he got robbed. After DC bought the character, they went out of their way to embarrass this man. It's fucking foolish.
Cause like I would say outside of the movies, like I love the animation.
Woo!
Like,
yes.
DC like animated is fire. Like the characters, like you know like they're marquee characters.
Yeah.
Like you see Batman, you see Superman, you see Wonder Woman. Like people know, like have known and knew who they were. Like just in general in pop culture.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Marvel, they got it out the mud. Like, I fuck with Marvel.
Yeah.
Not like when it came to like getting their like IPs back and everything. Like, they really got it out the mud for that.
I respect the fuck out of the grind.
Oh yeah.
So like, again, breaking it down like you said, like cinematic universe, Marvel easily.
Oh yeah, easily.
TV series. I give it to
Well,
DC
you know what?
for 3 reasons. They've had more.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing it longer, but they've been doing it longer, and like they usually have pretty good direction.
And I also, just as a quick side note, because I said animated, as far as like the television animated series, I go with DC. Television series, I fuck with Daredevil seasons.
Yeah, Daredevil's gas,
like
bro.
Punisher
like,
too, like
yeah.
Punisher season 1. Yeah.
And like the thing I was gonna bring up, which would kind of like lean me more back towards Marvel, is DC has a problem, or 2 major problems. They either don't know when to end the series, or if it goes on past the 4th season, shit just gets completely out of hand.
Yeah.
Like Gotham was good. Like when the season where they introduced redhead boy, I forget his name.
Tomorrow, fuck, I forgot.
The redhead kid.
The one that became the quote-unquote Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Up until, that season, from the beginning to that season, Gotham was probably like a top tier TV show.
Yes.
So
After
probably
that,
probably first 2 then.
yeah, like after that, the niggas have just been off the wall.
Yeah.
Like you have characters appearing, you have Batman villains appearing that are their proper age, but Bruce is still a kid.
Right, because that's what they did with the Riddler, right? Because the Riddler's one of the other cops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
Riddler's
Riddler's like
Yeah.
early 30s.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So fuck it.
they
did-
just fucking appear.
They did the same thing with the CW ones too. The first few seasons of Green Arrow
Yeah,
were
fire.
awesome.
Seasons 1 through 3 was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that, now all of a sudden he's a pussy.
You wanna know
he's
what
doing
happened?
Whatever the fuck he's
Like,
doing.
They stopped going episodic.
Like
Yeah.
the introduction of Magic and Felicity fucked all
Yeah.
that up. Because it's like Magic, Metas, and Felicity. Because it's like, when Flash came around, then it's like, alright, well, we kind of got to explain how he can still kind of like take on like Metas and shit.
Yeah.
And then Magic happened. And
Yeah.
Magic is so fucking goofy
Yeah.
in the CW
It's
series.
the Force. It's like Star Wars. The Force. You just write it off.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, same with, like, The Flash. The first few seasons of The Flash
Yeah.
was great. I think...
Oh, that Zoom season was...
Yeah.
That shit was gas.
Yes, I mean...
That
fucking-
nigga got drug around the city.
Yeah, I mean, like... But now you got, like, this Batwoman, and, like, her fucking head looks weird. Her costume looks weird. Like, she has, like, this really round head, but her hair just flows out from the back, so it looks really weird. And she also wears red lipstick, which I don't find appealing.
Slick.
But, it's just what... And now they got Crisis on Infinite Earths that's about to happen.
Oh, it happened.
Yeah. So it's
Cameos
like,
were made.
yeah, I mean, fuck it. Who cares? Like, I mean, it's like, it's too late to do your Infinity War.
I mean,
It's already over.
It's still people that fuck with the universe.
I mean, of
I
course.
don't, but it's.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, some people, like, are gonna still pick DC over everything because they feel so... Because I actually have a friend who, like, I went to his wedding, and he's a Flash friend, he's a Flash main, and his wife was a Wonder Woman main, and on top of their fucking wedding cake, they had a pop figure of the Flash and Wonder Woman, which I thought was pretty dope. And, like, I was talking to him one time, and I was like, so you're a big DC fan, and he's like, yeah, DC's the only ones that actually make real superheroes. Marvel doesn't make real superheroes.
That's kind of.
I'm like, like, Jesus.
It's like Justice League is basically gods, but superhero, like real superhero.
Yeah, it's like what makes Marvel not have superheroes? Exactly. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is not superhero about Captain America?
Because I'm like, if you remember, this nigga Superman for the longest was a regular ass nigga, basically.
Yeah, he couldn't fly.
Right, I could jump high. I'm virtually bulletproof. Oh no, some rocks. Oh shit! And then Batman's Batman.
Yeah, he's a guy.
Right.
He's like a guy.
I'm rich and I'm really proficient in martial arts.
Yeah, I mean, like
and
in the first, at least in the first few, like, when he was originally conceived, because you guys ever hear of the Shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was basically the Shadow knockoff. It's just a vigilante who fights for justice, not necessarily the law. So that's the reason why he would kill people. It's like, hey, you know.
Because they used to have a tool, bro. He used to have a strap.
And he wore a purple glove, so he wouldn't leave no prints. So, like, the man was actually like that. But then, like, you know, kids are dying of heroin or something, so he has to go. They had to revamp the character and not make him as scary.
Yeah, we gotta redo it.
Probably like the comic book code at that time.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's right.
It's like, oh shit, oh y'all niggas wildin', yo, hey, scale that back. Like,
now we need some more colorful people like Shazam. Oh look, he's a little boy that turns into a big old man that can throw a car. He's a good. That's superheroes we want to promote.
But overall, good properties. Like good times from both.
Yeah,
Marvel boys. They gave me my favorite superhero and NBC. So.
Yeah, Bruce Timm is a god to me, so that's why I fuck with that DC Cinematic Universe. I love his designs. Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I like fucking them. I mean, I'm serious. Like he actually has a pinup magazine because he actually drew like actual old school pinups with superheroes. Like I had a collection of that shit from off Amazon. That shit was fire. Yeah,
hey.
I liked it, man. He draws nice titties.
All
right.
Last one. A little bit of a twist.
Why they twist?
Can DBZ niggas beat JoJo niggas? No, they can't. Thanks for listening. That's the end of the podcast.
This nigga here.
Like, all of them, or are we just talking the JoJo line? Or just
are you talking about just the Joestars?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are you saying just Joestars?
Yeah, you know what? Z Fighters and Joestars. All of them, 1 through 8.
I mean, there's a problem there because like there's a couple niggas that can stop time.
Yeah.
There's one nigga whose stand can literally just do whatever. Like, actually, excuse me, 2 niggas that have stands that do whatever the fuck that they need to do. Because like you have the problem that is Gold Experience Requiem and Tusk at 4. Let that nigga Johnny get on a horse and get some traction and hit somebody with a fucking net. It's over.
If Goku blows up his horse, they have a better chance.
Get your Fibonacci spiral going.
Even then, like there is no answer for Gold Experience Requiem.
It's not. I mean, hell, it really ain't no answer for stands, period, because you have to be a stand user to see them bitches.
I feel like it would be a form of keep. I'm throwing.
They would probably.
Dragon Ball.
They would probably see like the key around certain characters. They'll see like Jonathan will be smaller than fucking Part 8 Jozo.
Even then, like 2 things. One, it would be the key of the stand user because stands technically don't have key.
Yeah, but I mean, they would still be able to see it though.
It's a physical manifestation of your mental fortitude.
Yeah,
key is life energy.
Alright, well, never mind. Alright.
Well,
niggas getting black.
Right.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. Niggas okay, hypothetically, let's just say they can see stands. What the fuck do you do against a nigga that can stop time and basically nope everything out of existence?
I don't know.
It's really like
I don't know. I mean, this isn't really a choice. We're just trying to find a reason to give Goku a chance here.
Saying,
like, because I mean, when you're
all I asked was who you think winning.
No, nigga, because like I mean, we already know the answer. That's the thing. It's like right now I'm trying to figure.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like Gold Experience Requiem fucks everything up.
Like Gold Experience.
That's really it.
Like I mean,
outside of that, like DBZ niggas definitely probably watch.
Like, cause I mean, like the best I can say is like, if if Jotaro goes and does an Oro against Goku, Goku might fucking will just dodge it, right? So I can see Goku knocking him out. Yeah, he's not gonna. So he's gonna take those hits or just avoid them altogether. Instant transmission, snap Jojo's neck.
I would say a little bit of lore, Star Platinum can punch 1,000 times in a second.
I don't care. Who cares? Goku doesn't even. We don't even know how hard the punches are.
Star Platinum.
Goku got
1,000 times in a second, nigga.
Fucking one punch from Broly is fucking all those 1,000 times in one. And that nigga got tossed and thrown against an ice cube for 5 minutes in that movie. I think he can take 1,000 punches.
Not in stop time though.
I mean, my question.
I don't know, maybe.
For JoJo's strength is, are they planet busters? That's my only question.
Technically, 2 of them could be.
And are we talking the same 2 that are the problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was because that's the thing. If a stand has basically infinite potential for growth, it's essentially on par with Gohan. So take what they can do and just extrapolate that until the end of time.
Well, that assumes that they don't just kill the user, though.
Again, 2 niggas who can do whatever the fuck they want.
Well, this isn't fair. They're just gonna do whatever.
Let me just throw a scenario at you, right?
Okay.
So, Goku punches Giorno in the heart.
Okay.
In the chest, through his fucking chest.
Okay.
Golden Experience Requiem says that didn't just happen. Now we're back at the start of the fight again.
Yeah,
how do you kill that nigga?
You don't.
You don't.
It's impossible.
You cannot.
Goku would be an endless loop.
Right.
Fighting just a random phantom opponents.
This nigga Giorno punched a nigga.
Yeah.
And that sequence of him getting punched put him in an infinite death loop.
Yeah.
My nigga, I don't care what planet you get.
Bro, when Diablo looked back infinitely, that shit killed me.
If you pull a gun on me right now and I slap your hand away and that subsequently kills you over and over until the end of time, you don't give a fuck about you being able to blow up a planet? Shit, John. You don't give a fuck about none of that.
Diablo's literally in a pocket dimension right now,
still
dying over and over again.
And been dying for 19 years, John. Forever.
Yeah. I don't know how they get. I don't know how Yamcha's gonna help in this situation.
But if you remove those 2, then DBZ niggas, they win.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Joseph got that luck stat. Joseph is RNG God.
Yeah.
This nigga got shot. This nigga got shot into the upper atmosphere, came back down into a volcano and lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And you know what? This is fucking. You know what this is? This is fucking Hirohiko Araki. This is Hirohiko Araki, just being a madman. Akira Toriyama wishes that he could go into those depths of the fucking crazy that Hirohiko Araki goes,
nigga, you can't,
and still be fashionable.
He survived 3 plane crashes, came to the upper atmosphere, fell back down into a volcano, survived.
All he lost was a forearm.
Nigga lost most of his blood.
Yeah.
From Dio.
Still chugging. And the nigga's apparently still alive somewhere in Part 6 at the age of 92.
Yeah.
Cheated on his wife. Wife didn't do shit.
Didn't get divorced.
Wife still there.
Met the kid.
Met the kid. Became cool with the kid.
Yeah.
The mistress still want to fuck him.
The GOAT.
Yeah. I'll give him that. Yeah, he's underrated as far as I'm concerned.
No, sir, no, he's up there.
No, he does not get the respect other ones do. Yeah, he doesn't get because people harp on stands. Yeah,
niggas be nutting over Part 3.
Yeah.
Nigga, Part 3. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love all my parts.
Yeah.
Part 3 some mid.
Part 3 overrated.
Comparatively speaking, Part 3 is some fucking mid.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't know.
World of 80 days.
Yeah, there you go. That's
cool.
It's like a Hanna-Barbera fucking cartoon. It's like Birdman or something.
Right. And for the longest, nigga, I was adamant that Part 6 to me was just the one that was just like, you know what, I don't really care for it. Then going back, rereading them, I'm like, you know what? Part three for me is probably just like the one that introduces the most common theme.
Yes,
is probably like objectively the most boring one.
Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? I think that's where he was looking at it. He was still trying to go from that traditional Shonen Jump era to what he wanted to do, which was just madness. Well, if you read anything of Part 8, this is what he's wanted.
Wild.
It's just like nonsense.
It's the manga equivalent of Kojima leaving Konami. Like,
absolutely.
I've made Heat for years. Now I can make my Heat.
Yeah.
Like, that
Heat to me.
Right. That's literally what Part 8 is. And like, I don't know, man, I guess it's because like he tried to make Jotaro the quote unquote cool protagonist.
Yeah.
Because like you come from Jonathan, who
and it worked to an extent,
right?
Because like it was like 88.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still the delinquent kind of style was still popular,
right?
Like,
and like you come from Jonathan, who's just like super gentleman, pure boy justice,
right?
To Joseph, who is more or less morally gray, doing this shit because he got roped into it.
Yes.
To Jotaro, who's like the edgelord, and granted, like as a teenager, that's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think I understand why Part 4 is his favorite, because I feel like Josuke is what he wanted to make Jotaro.
Yeah.
Because like it's like the perfect storm, nigga. That's Joseph's illegitimate kid.
Yeah.
But he's in Jotaro, or Part 3 Jotaro's demographic. So it's essentially Joseph in high school.
Yeah.
And like that is just the perfect blend of shit for the protagonist of that part. Jorno's just that nigga. I was like,
Jorno's just
we want to make Dio the main character without making him
right.
The main
We want to make Dio an actual Joestar, but also have him, be completely ambiguous.
Be that guy.
Morally ambiguous.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga did all that shit because I felt like it.
Pretty much.
I returned the girl's wallet, but I stole her money from it. Bought ice cream for a kid who dropped his ice cream, and then went and killed a nigga. Best protagonist.
Just another day in the life.
Right, like that is like the first 5 chapters of Bento Oreo.
Yeah.
I love this nigga.
Yeah, like Jorno is like I've always said, like I think Part 5 is still my favorite.
Oh yeah.
I have to reread Part 7, honestly. Steel Ball Run was amazing to me when I first. Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
But I'm concerned. Like if I'm gonna read Part 6 first. I'm gonna read Part 6 and I'm gonna read Part 7 because I don't think I gave Stone Ocean really a real chance.
A lot of people over here don't really care for it.
Yeah.
Bunch of reasons that I could probably go into. I don't know if I want to make that an episode or just like a rant in a different video.
Yeah.
But like a lot of reasons you can go into why niggas over here didn't like Part 6. Part 6 is top tier across the water. Like those who love that shit. I was like, it's good. Like there's a lot of shit that I feel like I would have to explain to people that read Part 6. Because for some reason niggas tend to think that like Poochie 1 and Part 7 and 8 are a whole new universe. Like all of this shit's still the same universe. Like that nigga didn't get to reset it because Emporio beat his ass. If you want to look at it that way, Part 1 through 6 is an arc, and then Part 7 and 8 are just a whole new story. It's all still the same universe.
Yeah.
It's just Part 7 is what was happening in 1890 in America. And then Part 8 is just what's happening in 2012 in Japan. So like it's just you have namesakes from the other parts, but they're not because the universe got reset in Part 6. Like there's a lot of confusion surrounding Part 6, and I think that's why people kind of just write it off.
I think it was done on purpose because Rocky doesn't give a fuck.
Or just speed read it so they can get to Part 7 because that's all that everybody talks about.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, because Part 7 is fucking magical.
It's amazing.
I love that shit. But
we appreciate JoJo in this house.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly.
We appreciate JoJo in this house, folks.
We fuck with JoJo's along with it.
Heavily. And Dragon Ball. I like both of them.
Yeah, you don't have to pick one or the other, guys.
But I'm not an 18-year-old anime fan, and I can admit when, my niggas have flaws and who they would lose to. gonna play that favoritism shit, dog. Like my niggas would get washed.
Yeah.
By JoJo.
It's by design. Hirohiko Araki is a crazy person that doesn't give a fuck about balance. He just OPs the character.
It's like a fighting game roster. Like
yeah.
Two people are just like dumb great.
I'm gonna write a character and then basically I'm gonna see how the villains could beat them. Like I feel like that's what it is. It's like I'm gonna conceptualize the main character and then I'll do the villains and just see how they stack up and how this nigga overcomes it just by like sheer RNG.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the reason why Dragon Ball is too simple, man. They just ain't got it. They just ain't got it, man. And all they do is launching beams out of their hands. That shit is too old, dog.
Hey, remember power levels? That's
fuck it.
Nah, we don't do levels here. We just power.
Nah, we're good.
Just plug me in and I fuck shit up.
Right. But that's the episode.
Versus.
We gotta do another one of these.
Yeah, that was fun. We'll do cereal and milk.
I'm gonna actually write down some fucking options for the next one that we do in X amount of weeks.
X.
Weapon S.
X going.
This is X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Love for it's for them bucks I can't talk. Love for